Good afternoon, I'm Winnie Lahadad. I'm your chair for this session. I have the pleasure of introducing Mr. Tim Gentle, who will take us through about LinkedIn. I personally only start putting some of my profile on LinkedIn. Quite happy to peruse other people, very, very coy putting myself up there. But beyond LinkedIn, using social media to your professional advantage. Introduction about our presenter. He's the founder of Think Digital. Tim Gentle is a dynamic presenter, passionate educator and a networker. With more than 15 years of experience in marketing and the digital world, Tim's energy, enthusiasm, and industry knowledge have been shared in more than 500 workshops and seminars, both internationally and across Australia. Tim is the founder of the digital marketing agency that serves more than 1,000 clients. He's an avid traveler, family man, storyteller, and an innovator. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Tim Gentle.
All good, I can handle that. Thank you very much. Winnie. Guys, I've left up on the screen something that you may be interested in just exploring. You don't have to do it. But what it does allow you to do is interact with me up here on stage. So I'll be asking whole questions and you'll be able to answer them on your device. So it's really just to showcase the app because you might be able to use this back in your workplace. You may be able to use this in a board meeting. It just allows you to interact with the presenter. So it's known as a Nearpod. It's available on the App Store, or if you've got a laptop, just go to www.nearpod. Now the session ID is YRIVH. I'll leave that up there for another 10 seconds. Write down that number, write down Nearpod. We've got quite a lot of content to get through, so if you don't mind, we will get started. Here we go. Whew. So I was given a topic by Melinda, and she says, Tim, you know, we've had a lot of people come around and talk about social media. LinkedIn, we've been LinkedIn to death. Is there something else out there that potentially you could showcase to give people some skills, some knowledge, allow you to digest? So this topic is a brand new topic. I'm very excited to be able to deliver it here today, and I look forward to it. So let's get started. First of all, the slide deck. You are able to download the complete slide deck, what you see up here on the screen at the moment, and it's available at timgentle.com/CPA Congress. I've also given you a handout. I move fairly quickly. When I get started, we're off and racing. So you'll also see that there's a double-sided A4 handout on your table, and that literally follows the presentation. You can tick, cross, yes or no, important, not important. No, Tim, you were way off track there. I love this, I want to research this more. I would prefer you just to sit back and relax, watch, use this as a performance, take in what you can, but I'm also recording the conversation as well. So I've got the recorder going on my Mac, and there'll be a video file which will have the audio, and you can re-watch the presentation. I'll probably be showing you somewhere around 50 different things. Okay, so there's no way you're going to be able to take them all in. You're better off just watching, absorbing, writing some notes, and enjoying the trip. So I'm using Reflector later on. Some people like to know the tools that I use. Just Reflector's sitting in the background here, guys. It allows me to show my iPhone. So this is my iPhone here. Alrighty. So that app is called Reflector. It's $10, and it's awesome to be able to show your iPad or your Android phone up on the screen. I'm using Nearpod at the moment. Nearpod is a free tool. Everything I use is normally $10, $20 or free. And I'm also sharing my slides on SlideShare. So I'm based in Bendigo, and I probably spend most of my time in the bush. I travel around regional Australia helping sort of people in agriculture, a lot of people that are located outside of the CBD. I'm a city bloke at heart, but I've spent the last 10 years educating regional businesses. I've done around 500 workshops and I absolutely love it. But this is my latest campaign. I cannot believe my luck. I seriously won a coach on Facebook. That bus there, I won 2 weeks ago, and I'm like kind of nervous, but I'm excited. So there was a Facebook competition, a bus recycle program. What would you do if you won a bus, was the question. So I put my entry in and I said I would convert it into a classroom and travel around Australia delivering workshops to the bush. I got the phone call, Tim, you won the bus. My wife's just gone, you what? Come on, love, it's so romantic. Anyway, I've set up a incorporated association, Digital Coach Incorporated, and we set off around March. So pretty exciting venture. Who are you? Well, you're mid to senior professionals, you're in the corporate, public or not-for-profit sectors. You're a financial controller, you're a financial management, and you're into management accounting. That's who I can see in the room today. But you've got questions. You know, how do I maximise my social media? You know, I don't want to waste too much time. You know, what social media channels do I use? I know LinkedIn's there, but what else is out there? How do I find the hidden gems? How can I go in there and find what I'm looking for? And look, I'm serious. How do we stop wasting time? This stuff can really absorb us. But my main aim today is I want to help you keep up a bit, okay? And I want you to get a return on your social media investment. I want to show you some things, help you to keep up, and help you get more out of social media. That's my goal. So without further ado, let's get started. We're going to be looking at some strategies. I'm going to be showing you a lot of tactics. Hey, look at this. This is how you do this. You know that this has got this. And I'm going to be giving you a lot of tools. Now, to get the most out of social media, the dry part of today is that you'll need a strategy. This is almost the first thing in your list. All right. Now, I'm not going to be developing a social media strategy today. I've made it a little bit easy for you. I've actually put it up online. So if you're keen on developing a strategy for yourself or your business, I'll show you the link in a minute and you'll be able to download it. You know, you kind of develop purpose. What am I trying to achieve? What is my business trying to achieve? Who am I targeting? How am I going to manage it? I do that presentation. I've done that presentation 100 times. It's wonderful. It really gets yourself organised. But today's a little bit different. We want to go beyond just developing a strategy. I really want to lift the hood and change the spark plugs. So as I said, you can download that particular developing a strategy workbook. It gives you a great overview of Twitter, Facebook, Google+, YouTube, blogs. It asks you all the questions you need to know when you're doing a strategy. It's all there. It's a 3-hour workshop I normally do with that one, but I've given you the workbook for free, so hopefully you enjoy that. So if you have a look at your devices now, those that are using Nearpod, you'll see a poll question. Now I'm actually a student here at the moment. This is quite handy. So the question will be something like, do you have a social media strategy? So you can just answer that. Now this is Nearpod in action. Sometimes it's just nice to see things. It's just a simple question. It's just designed for you to see how it works. You may be able to use this down the track in your own business. You may be able to use it in your own presentations. So it's pretty cool to kind of see it all in action. We can see here that 53% of the room don't have a social media strategy. Some have started it and some haven't given an answer yet. But what I can see is a vast majority haven't sat back and thought strategically about their social media. I'd suggest that you jump on, oops, no. jump on and do that. What social media channels should I use? Well, you need to go back to question 1. You need to develop a strategy. I'm not here today to say you have to use LinkedIn, you have to use Twitter, you have to use YouTube. It's really cool because it does this. Question 1 simply asks, where are my customers and what do they want? The answer to that will determine where you want to play in social media. You want to do less and do it well. Don't try and do everything. One of the things that I did in Facebook is I separated my personal life with my professional life, and you can do that. Now, you can have a Facebook page for your business, but you can actually have a Facebook page for yourself as an entrepreneur. I'll quickly show you mine. So you can actually set that up. It's very much like a page. You'll see this here, and you can see here it says entrepreneur. So normally that would say not-for-profit or business or whatever. So when you set up a page, you can actually set up what's known as an entrepreneur page or a professional page. It's a bit like a business page in Facebook, but it's really quite clever because when people meet you and they want to like you on Facebook, they might go to your personal profile and you can say, look, I normally keep this to my family and friends. You can actually like my business page. That's where I put up all my professional posts. So that's just a little tip for that particular part. All right, now the fun part, tactics. So first of all, to find out where you should play in social media, ask your customers. Hey Frank, you're one of my best clients. I'm thinking of setting up a Facebook page. Are you into Facebook? My son's into that. I couldn't care less about that. Okay, thanks, Frank. Hey, Judy, I'm thinking of actually setting up a YouTube channel. Are you into YouTube? Oh, yeah, we watch it at home every night. Oh, really? You watch YouTube at home? Yeah, we watch it on the TV. Oh. Okay, so what would you like to receive from me so you can watch me on your TV? So we sit at home as a family and we're watching Netflix and we're watching YouTube. We're not so much watching free-to-air anymore. Unfortunately, my little kids, they're kind of taken over my account and I seem to be getting Wiggles and Barbies and all this sort of subscriptions. So we're now going to be setting up a YouTube sort of an account for our kids. And we're going to be putting that parental guidance on it. But either way, people are watching social media in many different ways. We need to ask them. Now, you can do polls as well. In Facebook, you could, do a poll. You could go up here and, do a poll within here. So you just need to find that out. Now, how do you find the hidden gems? Refer question 1. But you can also go in and do some exploration. So let's get started. All right, I'm going to jump into Twitter now. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be searching for hidden gems. Here's my Twitter. And I'm coming up into the search field and I'm searching on something. So I can search on a hashtag. A hashtag is a way to make a word interactive, more important, part of a community, whatever way you want to describe hashtags. So I'll just do a quick search in Twitter on hashtag CPA Congress. There it is there. So what I'm trying to do is find a hidden gem. And by searching on a hashtag, I can find all the people that have been tweeting about hashtag CPA conference. This is how you find the hidden gems. You use things like hashtags to go in deeper. Now, have a look here. We've got CPA. CPA Australia have a Twitter account. Those that don't use Twitter, that's okay. Those that use Twitter may know about this. But what you can do is you can have a look at who CPA is following. See, people follow CPA because they're interested in getting all the latest sort of tweets and announcements. But look at this. CPA actually follow 857 others. Who are they? They must be fairly important if CPA follows them. So then you can just cruise through and you can have a look at who they follow. And if you like the look of them, if you read their profiles, oh, okay, MyOp, interesting. I might follow that one. And so what you can do is you can use influencers. So that's part of that tip that I've given you in your handout there. You can go in and you can find influencers and then you can see who they follow. So how do you reduce wasting time? There's a thing called Google Alerts. I'm not sure if anyone's used it. If you are using it, great. Let me show you it. So all you need to do is you go to google.com/alerts. Google.com/alerts and you log in. You need a Google or a Gmail to log in. And once you log in, you literally just create an alert. I'm interested in being contacted, and I'll just write something here purely for the demonstration. When someone in the internet world, not just social media, have typed something, I might even do with a space in the middle, and I want to get a weekly digest, only things that are on the web. I might do everything, it's fine. In Australia, best results, and I want it sent to tim@think.digital. Create an alert. So now Google will email me once a week with a bit of a highlight reel. Hey, this was mentioned during the week, you may be interested in this. I had one come in this morning, that was really interesting. So Google Alerts does the finding for me and brings it into my email. Now you can also create email inbox rules. You can do this in Outlook, you can do this in Gmail. Let me demonstrate. I'll just open up my inbox. And what you can do is you can create rules. So here is an email from CPA. Hey Tim, looking forward to it, blah, blah, blah. Now, over here, you can do filter like this. When you filter it, you can filter it from a person, a subject, or including a word. So what I'm going to be doing here is any email that comes from CPA Australia, you could probably even just do it like this. I mainly do it with my social media. Create filter. I want it to be labelled as, and you can create a new label, CPA, and you can nest it under another a folder system, and you just go create, apply, and create filter. Remember, I'm recording the screen, guys, so you'll be able to watch this down the track. So now on the left-hand side here, you'll see that I've created a filter and all of the emails that have got anything from @CPA Australia have gone into my inbox in a nice, neat, succinct way. These are all my LinkedIn emails and so forth. Need to go back and read some of those. So that's a bit of a demo there. Whoops. I'm going to have to go back to Nearpod now. Bang, bang. Didn't see that happen. Tim Gentle. Back to Nearpod, my fault. Didn't see that close down. Hopefully that'll just go straight back in and it'll be very nice to me. I've never had that done before. Sweet. Okay, block, mute and unfollow. Let me demonstrate. Okay, in Twitter, this happens a lot. You can do it anywhere, but Twitter, if you're in Twitter, I'll just go into my home and we've got, I like them, Pip. I really like Pip. I don't want to use her as an example. Stephanie, you'll be fine. Okay, so Stephanie, I will just use you as a demo. In here, you can click on this little cog and then you can go mute or block. Okay, so that means you can still follow them, but then they won't come into your feed. One of the other things that you can do in Twitter and also in Facebook and in many others is create lists. So I can add Stephanie to a list. Let me demonstrate. If I click list, I can add her to the Young Beef Producers Forum list, and she's now part of a group within my Twitter. Let me go out of that now and go up to here, Tim, lists, and you'll see here that I have several lists. I've got one started for CPA Congress. And so what this does is it creates an area where I've only got people that are interested, or I've added them to a list which is just about today or about the CPA Congresses around Australia. So you can create lists as well. Stick with me, guys, there's plenty of them. Notifications. If you're interested in Facebook, those that use it a lot, you can come into Facebook up the top here. You can click on here, and with AgChat Oz, just here there's a little drop-down menu. I believe you can click it, and then you can turn on notifications for this post. When you go into more options, I'll just click that one. Normally it sort of pops up, but somewhere within here, it allows you to create notifications. Sorry, I can't do that on the fly. I actually don't use that feature, but it can actually notify you by email, I think, but also it can push notifications to your device. What we're trying to do today, guys, is we're trying to get rid of the clutter. We're trying to clean things up and save time. Some will gel with you and some won't. I'm going to continue though. Now, to save a little bit more time, those that want to do graphics, I absolutely love this program. It's called Canva, canva.com. When I found this, I can't even draw, let alone try and do graphics. Canva's free. I actually do pay for the, I guess, the advanced version. I think it's $10 a month. But let me demonstrate how powerful this is. If I come in here, I can quickly create a Twitter post. Well, maybe you might all use Facebook, so let's do a Facebook post. So it automatically has the size. It gives you some examples. So for example, down the right-hand side, you could say, oh yeah, I'm going to do one for Christmas. Bang. And you can come in here and you can change it to yourself. And you can also upload your own logo over here in uploads. You can upload it and then you can just drag it across once you're happy with it. Drop it into place. I'm making this up, I've never done this one before. And then if you're happy with that, then you can just go download and download as a high-end PNG. So that's now ready to be used and it looks kind of cool. You know, I mean, they give you all these designs. So it's downloading there. And if I want to now, I can use that PNG file in my social media. I mean, that took me all of 30 seconds. But just say I wanted to tweet that. Just say I wanted to put that in my LinkedIn profile. All you have to do is go File, Magic Resize, choose the ones you want to go to, and go abracadabra. And then it automatically resizes it, produces all the graphics for you, all the different sizes, and then you can download those for your various social medias. So that one there must be for, looks like Facebook, that one. That one there's for your Pinterest. That one there's for your Twitter. That one there's for your Facebook, and so forth. You get the idea. So I'm really enjoying Canva, and I just wanted to demonstrate some of the capacity. There is a lot more under that hood, believe me. All right. Some of you may be using it. It's called Hootsuite. Some of you may have never have heard of it, so let me demonstrate. Hootsuite is a central location that you can pull in your social media. You can pull in your social media, meaning you can, I've got here my Facebook. I'll just go to, sorry, I'm on Twitter. So these are all of the tweets which have got hashtag CPA Congress. These are my tweets, and this is my feed. So what this allows you to do is have almost like a dashboard for your social media. If I go over here and go to my Facebook, this is my post to the page. This is my timeline, my messages and my events. So you can easily add new ones. You come over here and you say, I want a new, and you can just say, well, I'm interested in when someone mentions me. So here, thanks very much, Damo. Where is he? Oh yeah, Damo, thank you. So we can see here that Damo has mentioned me in Twitter, which is fantastic. So there's a lot more under the hood of Hootsuite, but let me just show you one of the good things. I actually have Hootsuite installed in my browser. So I'm using Chrome for those that like Chrome, and I've installed the Hootsuite plugin. You can see it up here, Hoot. So I've come across a really interesting article. I was, browsing through, and this guy won a bus, and it was really interesting to read about, how he won it. So I want to share that through my social media, so you can. Once it's installed, you just click the little owl. It grabs the information off the page for you once you've connected it. You select the profile that you want to tweet about it. You can go in and, edit it a bit. You can add your own hashtag if you want. And I like this one. I can post later. I'm not ready to do it now. I want to post this one at 3:45 p.m. and I want it to email me once it's done. Schedule. So that saved me a lot of time. I was able to just quickly find an article, schedule it, and it can go off this afternoon or tomorrow morning or next week. Hootsuite is a very powerful social media tool. Now there's an app called Flipbook. Let's have a look at it. Flipbook allows you to place all of your social media into one location. This is called Flipbook. So you're looking here at my social feed, and so I'm able to just swipe it, read it, and I've got LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter all coming into the one, so I can just quickly read it. No. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I like that. I won't do it now, but you get the idea. And so it allows you to do that. You can choose different things you want to follow. I've got different things I'm interested in. So if I'm interested in educators, I can just click on educators and it'll bring in all the news about education. That's called Flipbook, guys, and you're welcome to try it out. Click on that one. Now, you might be looking for jobs. Some of you in the room might be using LinkedIn. Let me show you a couple of other options. I found this one. It's called Indeed Jobs. Indeed Jobs. So I was interested in finding what accounting jobs were right around me right now. So you click on Accounting, I've just used that little, well, I guess it's called like a compass, your location, find jobs. All right, tell me what's around. And so here I can have a look at all the jobs that are around me right now. In fact, if I want to filter it, I've only got a bike, so I don't want to go 50k. I just want to go 5k from where I'm currently standing. Update. So I can filter all the accounting jobs that are within 5 kilometres of me right now. So that's called Indeed app. It's in your notes, it's on the recording. You can go home and try that yourself. I don't feel like I need to cover this too much more, other than if you want people to share your social media, your blog or your website, a really handy tool is called Share This. So you can use Share This on your website. And what it does is it creates a little widget that you can embed or get your developer to put it on your site, and it allows people to read your content and then share it to their social media. It saves them a lot of time, and this little pop-up box is an example of what you can have on your website if you're interested in that. So how do you keep up? How do I keep up? These are some of the things that I use. I use Linda. I'm not sure if you've heard of it, but it's owned by LinkedIn now. It's pretty exciting. You can go into Linda and you can do some fantastic courses online. You can learn about website design, of course, but business. You can even come in here and put your own courses online and start getting paid for some of your knowledge as well. I also use Udemy. This is the world's largest online learning site. This allows you to go in and type anything you want out. You know, you might want to learn how to use, I saw someone tweeting about a masterclass in Excel this morning. I guess that was in one of the rooms here. Why not just type in Excel? And I guess you might want to do Excel Advanced, probably. Let's have a little look, see what's around. This one's $14. This one's $14 and so forth. Oh, must be some big sale on at the moment. They do that. It's an American site, and I think sometimes they do like Black Friday, Thanksgiving. Is it Thanksgiving? Yeah, they've got a Thanksgiving promotion at the moment. I remember reading that. There you go. So that's called Udemy. Now you can go to YouTube as well. Believe it or not, YouTube is absolutely brilliant for learning. I'm not going to do it now, but trust me, when you go to YouTube, you can search on a particular topic, put how to in front of it, and you can watch some great videos on how to do things. And of course, you can attend conferences like this and speak to a guy with a mo. Listen to a guy with a big mo. It's kind of embarrassing having this, guys. I'm trying to deal with it. Movember, of course. But sometimes quite conscious. Now I met this guy at Sydney at your CPA conference, and I co-delivered a workshop. His name is Daly. What he does is he actually finds all the information out on the web, he filters it down into a one-page document for you. So he goes out and finds the topics you're interested in and just hand feeds you. There you go, there's your highlights for the day. You're reading it as you're walking. So he does the hard work. I thought I'd throw him up there just in case that interests some of you. And his business is known as Content Care. So it's www.content.care, no .com.au. Now some emerging technologies. How are we going, Wing, for time? I think we've got about 10 minutes according to mine. Is that correct? Okay, great. All right, I want to introduce you to augmented reality. Let me demonstrate so you can see it in action, because it's better to see it rather than me explain it. If you've never used it or heard about it, get ready for this one. It's quite a ride. So first of all, what will I do? I'm going to show you this. This is an investment prospectus that I produced. I won the job because I said, well, you know, everyone can do that. You know, graphic designers, they're a dime a dozen, really. What can we do to make it more exciting? So we produced an app. So in the front of the page, it says, download our free app and it provides some QR codes and stuff like that. So, of course, I've downloaded the app. Let me bring it up. Didn't even have this one on the radar to use today. And what you do is that you keep flicking through and it says, bring it to life, see our video. So there you are all out there. Hello world. And here is a brochure. I'm going to try it up here. And watch what happens when I hover over that. Isn't that cool? It finds that particular photo. The lighting in here isn't best. And then I can push play and it plays the video. You thought that was impressive. Watch this. I love this one, 4D. Let's go a step further. So rather than just put in video, you can actually put in 3D. This is known as Atomy 4D. This is just similar, it's just like a trigger image. Watch this. And so what this does is you can actually overlay a 3D object on the piece of paper. So when I do this, that's pretty cool. You can kind of interact with it as well. So you can, oops, sorry about that one. Let's change it to a guy in case I get in trouble. Okay. But I can break it down and I can get rid of the muscles as well. So where are the muscles? There we are. And so, you can see the body and so forth. So when I do that one, I don't know if I'm running out of time here, but I'll just quickly show you it. I use it for developments. So this one here was created. And when you read a prospectus about a development, say it's going up in Perth, say it's a flats, I normally just put a building on it. And so when you're reading the prospectus, you can sort of hold your iPhone or your app over. If you want to, you can go inside and have a look at the floor plan. And if you're interested in going in further, you can actually step into the room and sort of check it out. Now, I don't know if that's social media, but it's just kind of cool to show. All right, we're going to keep moving. Look at this one. This is cool. You guys are good at maths. I'm not. I just have an app called Photo Maths. And all I do is I just hold it up to the screen and it adds it up for me. So this identifies the numbers and calculates them. And if you want to know the steps on what it went through, I just push steps and it just goes through and tells me how. Did you guys see any of that? I was having such a good time up here. Oh, how's that going to work? So I'll move that across. Is that showing on the screen, guys? Yeah, you get the idea. And then if I want to see the steps, I just click steps and it'll go through all the steps that it went through. That's called photo maths. Do you think we need to think anymore? Oh, stop it, Tim. Stop it. That's going to do me out of a job. 5 minutes, Winnie? Is it? Yep. Okay, Periscope. What is it? Periscope is an app that gives you the ability to stream live to your Twitter followers or anyone really who follows you on Periscope. So when I click Periscope, it's like a submarine. If you think of a submarine with a little periscope, so I can go live right now and I can say, I'll just do hashtag CPA, Congress. That'll do. And off we go. So now what this does is it automatically streams directly out to all your Twitter followers. Now I haven't got anyone watching me right now. It's kind of very exciting, but you can actually do a selfie. So I think it's important that I get my mode on camera because it's only going to last a couple more days. And I wore the yellow shirt for CPA, so yeah, I thought that kind of. But either way, what Periscope is doing right now is it's allowing me to broadcast live directly out from my smartphone. Now what it does is, there was 2 people watching it, 3 people watching it. I'm not going to go into more details other than it records it and it's available up online for 24 hours. Periscope. Screen capture. Watch this one. All right, so there's the tools. If you're on a PC, you'll need Jing or Snip. If you're on a Mac, you'll need QuickTime. Camtasia is more advanced, but if you like what you see, Camtasia will take you to another level. Okay, I'm going to go to, where will I go? I'll go to Content Care. Oh, you're very lucky. I'm going to go down to QuickTime Player and I'm going to click QuickTime Player. It's that simple. I go up to File and I go Screen Recording. I want to record the screen. So I'm going to drag over the area that I want to record and I push Start Recording. Hi, welcome to Content Care. What we do is we create content that increases your traffic. In fact, we take the hard work out of it. All you have to do is just read through our website and down the bottom, you can just drop us a line. Just fill out your name here and that's all you need to do. Blah, 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 end. So you could do this for an accounting program, you could do this for your website, but once it's recorded, you can upload it or email it. Can't hear it, guys, the volume. Hard work out of it. All you have to do is just read through our website and down the bottom, you can just drop us a line. Just fill out your name here and that's all you need to do. Blah, blah, blah. So you get the idea. So that's now a video file that you could use. You might have a person in your work that you want to show them how to do a particular task in a program. Your job is done in 3 seconds rather than doing screen capture, writing a little note underneath. Just do a 10-second video and get it done. One more to go. Cam card. Hey Winnie, thanks for that card that you gave me. All right, really like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Cam card, C-A-M card. So what Cam card does is it allows you to get a business card like this. You just click the camera, you just hold it in place. I'll just see if I can. Sometimes it, it just started working, didn't it? Sometimes a little bit impatient. There we go. And you just hold it over. Sometimes it's nice to have a black background. It looks at the card. Come on. Takes a photo of it, scans it, and then automatically adds it. So you don't actually have to type it all out. And then what I normally do is that I go save. I'll normally edit it, but I'll actually then save it into my Gmail address book. What I also like to do is I like to come in here and say, well, I've got to give Winnie a call tomorrow, so I'll click on Winnie and I'll write a note, and down the bottom here I'll say add text, call Winnie and thank her for the wonderful introduction, and I want that to be done tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. Hopefully you're up. I go for a run every morning, Winnie, so I'm going to give you a call tomorrow morning. So that then goes into your calendar and comes up as an alert. That's called Cam card. Everything I've shown you so far is free. I love this one, Xero. Xero, you are my friend. Okay, when I go into Xero, I travel a lot. Watch this. So I've got a receipt here from, Andrew's Parking. You're going to see my whole bank account. The whole world is, whatever, who cares. Okay, so what I do is I come up into the corner. You may have done this before, you may have seen this. I just click Add Receipt. I write in a description, parking from Andrew's. Oh, I haven't been there, I thought I'd been there. Andrew's Parking, it normally comes up when you've been there. I spent, this morning. How did I pay with my main account? I put it under travel, national. How much was it? 29 bucks. Done. I can put a little note in here. I like to add a reference to know that I've been to the CPA Congress, so I can go back. I can click take a photo. So what I do is instead I always lose my receipts. So I'll click that, use that photo, and what this does is it automatically adds it into my accounting software and maps it to the MasterCard expense. So I click add, and that's done. So my wife likes me a lot more since I discovered that. I normally come home with a bunch of receipts and go, I have no idea. There you go. That saved her heaps of times. Eventbrite is a great app. I'm going to move on. You can actually find events near you. I mean, it's going to take me all of 10 seconds to show it. Eventbrite. So if you like to know what events are around you, this is a great app. So you can see at the moment I'm in Birdswood. I can find any event that's around me. You know, you can go in here and you can have a little look. You can search on events. I might want to search on business events and etc. So that is a really, really nice app if you're interested in finding events to go to in Perth or anywhere where you are. So I told you that I do put on the accelerator, hence why I give you a handout, hence why I record it, and hence why I would prefer if you just took in what you could, and I'd love you to go back and look at the presentation online. What have we covered? We've looked at strategies, we've looked at tactics, and I've shown you a heap of tools. All right. There is a question on your device. If you have a little look at your device, if you've been following it, it'd be great to sort of see the results. If you could fill that out for me, that'll give me some great feedback. So fill that out. What do I need you to do now? Continue to educate yourself, implement some of my tactics, download those apps, but make sure you get feedback from you, from your customers, from your peers. Ladies and gentlemen, I do throw a lot in my presentations. I do it on purpose. People love it, some people hate it. I go too fast. I don't mind. Hopefully you enjoyed it and you got a bit out of the last 45 minutes with myself. Thank you.
Thank you, Tim. I was meant to be a time watcher, but I was so absorbed with what you're telling me and showing. No, it's fantastic. Do you have any questions for Tim? Would you like to raise or share with us?
What I might do, I'll stop that recording.
Oh,
so no, you don't need to worry. It's all good. We'll just stop that. I use GoToMeeting, guys. It's a wonderful tool. So go